All right, it's been a long time since I've been live on YouTube, and this is now going to be the norm for me. Probably two, three, four times a week, and along with my normal uploads and things like that. But I wanted to start today. Two things. One is, if you are here for the first time, please go ahead and do the subscribe and the like and all that stuff. Just so you get things. Uh, my channel is not based on how big it is. It's based on how many lives I can help out. Um, but you'll notice that I've got my wife got me this, and we're Newfoundland lover. If you don't know what Newfoundland is, they're a big black looking bear, panda bear uh, dogs. We have a 5-year old that our last visit to the vets about a month ago, he was weighed in at 212 pounds. So big bear. Everybody thinks like I was doing a Zoom one day, and he walked behind me back here, and somebody said, "You got a bear in your house." They were blown away. So I decided to wear this today. My first live, right? And not my first live ever, but my first live in a long time. But I wanted to just chat. So again, remember to subscribe and share and all that. If there's anybody out there you think this would help, because I coach and mentor a lot of people throughout the weeks, and I'm finding that there's a pattern. Most of the people that I'm working with that are just trying to, get ahead, get their website out there, get their funnels out there, get their presence out there, no matter what system they're using. And there's so many of them out there. But no matter how they're doing it, whether it's through social media, whether it's through email marketing, whether it's through YouTube, blogging, podcasts, whatever it might be, they're trying to do something. And a lot of these people have really never been in the digital marketing world before. They may have been in the marketing world, right? And they're just getting overwhelmed. AI and this program and that program and oh yeah, so I can't tell you how many times when I'm working with these people, we have to just take a breath, step back, and look at what the basics are. Right? What is it you're trying to do? Don't worry about the technology and all that stuff. And I had someone the other day, and this really kind of cracked me up. But I had someone ask, well, what's the difference between digital marketing and marketing? And I thought that was a great question, because people are making a big deal about, oh, digital marketing. You got to learn digital marketing, digital marketing. And the thing that they forget out of that is the second part of that. They're all interested in the digital part, the social media posting digitally and email marketing and YouTubing and all those other things. But they forget about the second part of that, which is marketing. And marketing really hasn't changed that much over the years. I started in entrepreneurial work back in 1970, 71-ish, somewhere around there. I was in the Army. My first paycheck in the Army, I think it was about $79 for the month. I'm from Michigan. I'd heard about this company called Amway, probably heard of it. And I love the concept of helping others. I could help myself, right? And I was told that I remember getting involved part-time. And at the time I was in the States at Fort Bragg, North Carolina. And I remember the person that I was working with saying, here's the rule of thumb, the 3-foot rule. It's the rule of thumb, 3 foot. Anybody comes within 3 feet of you, 3 feet of you is a potential customer, prospect, whatever you want to call them, right? Whether they're going to buy the product or whether they're going to be a part of your team. And I thought, okay, so we were going out into malls, and every time we stopped at a gas station to get gas, we were just pitching and pitching and pitching everybody. It took me a few years to figure out that was kind of ridiculous. Everybody is not right for your business. Everybody is not right for your team. Everybody is not the correct or the right prospect. That's why now we know how important it is to develop and understand who our target market is, or our ideal customer avatar, whatever you want to call it, right? And because of that, once I found that out, my marketing changed in the sense that it had nothing to do with, we were still there was no internet back then at all, so we were using easels with a little pad that you had a magic marker you wrote on and then flipped the paper over and then wrote on it again and flipped the paper over. We didn't have whiteboards or anything like that. But instead of me going out and inviting people that I ran into all the time, I would kind of pre-qualify them. I'd find out, it's like, hey, is this something that you're really looking for? What is your pain points? What is it that you're struggling with? What is it that you want to change in your life? And all of a sudden, I started having a little bit more success, right? Because I got people that were really interested, not people that were maybe desperate or were hyped up on, I'm going to make $10,000 this month and all this other nonsense. I found people that were truly able to become heroes in their own story. And I think what's happening now is people are getting caught up with the AI thing and everything else. And don't get me wrong, these things are not bad. These are great things. These are new technology. Anybody that knows me knows I love technology and all of that. But I've even backed away. I don't use all of the necessary, the fancy dancy technology and all that stuff out there. Because what I'm finding is everybody is. And all of these people are out there letting everybody and everything else do what they need to do. It's like we tell our kids. I remember when the first handheld little electronic calculators came out, our teachers wouldn't even let us use them. And understand, back then, at this point in time, I was using the slide rule for everything. But we still had, if you got caught using one during a test or everything, you had to learn exactly how to add, subtract, multiply, division, fractions, all that stuff without having a calculator. And there are a lot of people out there now that can't even do that stuff. If they don't have a calculator, they don't have their phone, they don't have any of that stuff, they would be lost, right? So I want the people that I'm working with, and if you're in this position where you're struggling and just overwhelmed with everything, take a step back, take a breath, take time to just get back to the basics, understanding what's the most important thing in your business. I was watching a podcast, a YouTube video today with a gentleman that he and his wife make multiple seven figures. And he was talking about the importance of understanding exactly why you're doing what you're doing. And the most important thing you can do for your business is build your email list. Without question, build your email list. Not all the fancy dancy technology and all that other stuff, but build your email list. He's got a couple of his clients that only have followings of like 500 subscribers. There's one lady, she has 500 subscribers on her YouTube channel, and she consistently makes $30,000 a month. What does that tell you? It doesn't have to do with any of that other stuff. It has to do with the fact that she's got good content and has got a good audience, and she's talking to the right people and building her email list, and then using that email list to build that connection, to build that relationship, that know, like, and trust, that she can sell her products anytime she wants. Introduce a new product, introduce a membership, boom. She's got. You think about it, if you got 500 people and you've got $100 a month membership, that's what, $50,000 a month if every one of them do it? If 300 of them do it, that's $30,000 a month, right? So you don't need a lot of people. You don't need to have a lot of people. And in fact, if you don't have a lot of people and you do it right, you'll be able to spend a lot more intimate time with them, developing them and really helping them the way, I know all of us want to do. But we've got to get back to the basics. So what are the basics? Well, the basics are, first off, what's the most important thing for your business in the digital world, right? And I will tell you, it's building your email list. Without batting an eye, I've asked some of the biggies out there. Just finished a course with Amy Porterfield, Graham Cochran, Grant Cardone, Tony Robbins. The list goes on and on and on. And I remember to this day, one of the first things that people told me when I got involved in the network marketing business was build your list, build your list, build your list, right? So having an email, and in fact, in 2023, in the holiday season, and I don't remember where what the exact number was. I know it was between 40 and 60, but 40 and 60% of all sales were done through email, and only like 12% were done through social media. Well, why is that? And you'll notice that when social media first came out, everybody on their websites had little things saying, follow us here, join us here, and so forth and things. Now it's kind of like an afterthought at the bottom of a website, and you'll notice that there's all these pop-ups coming up and saying 20% off your next, give us your name and email. Get this free thing, name and email, name and email, name and email. Why? Because they know That is the most powerful marketing. You could put somebody in an email campaign in your list and get them isolated from all the noise that happens in social media. All right. Social media is a great tool. I use social media for one thing now only. I've built organizations with it before, but I use it now just for one thing, and that's to generate traffic to my lead magnets to build my list. I don't pitch, I don't do anything like that. I'm using YouTube pretty much extensively for videos and all that stuff. Why is that? Well, because to me, social media is very, very volatile. I feel so bad for people, and I'm not going to get into the political, differences and everything else, and pros and cons and everything. But this legislation that's going through and looks like it's going to pass, taking TikTok out of the market, that's going to hurt a lot of people because a lot of people have put all their eggs in that one basket, and that's how they make their income, right? You never want to do that. You never want to be in that place. You never want to be in that position. You always want to be in a place that you own as much of your business as you can. I love my email list because I own that email list, right? If my YouTube channel goes down, I've got all my videos. I keep all my videos. I've got them on little hard drives and that, so I can always upload them to another service, or put them in. I put them in my blogs and all that stuff. And I own my blog. I own my and the good news about like YouTube videos, blogs, and podcasts and that is they stay around forever and they're searchable. When you go to Google and search a topic, what comes up? YouTube videos, blogs, and podcasts, right? There's no result that has a link to somebody's individual TikTok post or individual Instagram post, right? But I'm still getting, I get probably, I don't know, 14, 15,000 unique visitors to my website every month. A lot of that comes from age-old content that I put out there a long time ago, right? So getting back to the basics, understanding that the most important thing you can do in your business is build your email list, right? So if that's the most important thing, then what's the next step that I do to build that email list, right? How do I go about that? Well, again, let's not complicate it. Let's not make it more difficult than it is. Is offer some value. Offer some value. Be the one out there that is doing something different. Be the one out there that's offering value that really is going to help people in whatever your ideal customer, your target market is. Be that one, right? If you're into health and wellness, then be the one that is giving out valuable health and wellness advice and valuable health and wellness, ebooks and checklists and things like that for free, with that quid pro quo that I'm going to give you some valuable information. All I ask from you is your name and email. All right. Now, how do I get? Once I create maybe a few lead magnets. What is a lead magnet? Lead magnet can be a short ebook, it can be a checklist, it can be a guide, it can be a little mastermind video, it can be a quiz. Easily consumable information that is relevant and valuable to your customer base, right? To your ideal customer avatar, to your target market. And once you've created a few of those, now your next step is really easy and straightforward. Use social media to be and YouTube and blogging and podcasts and so forth, but use these platforms to give value and then point them back to your lead magnets. If I'm talking about, I've got a lead magnet on storytelling and how to take your story brand to the next level, and I'm doing maybe a live like this or a reel or something on storytelling. At the end of it, I'm going to certainly make a call to action, saying, look, if my gift to you is if you really want to learn a lot more about storytelling and the story brand, I've got an ebook with a worksheet that will help you get all the way through that. All you got to do is go to rondarian.com/storytelling, put your name and email in, and I will send that to you in an email, and that should help you take your storytelling marketing to the next level, right? So I'm going to continually send everything I do. I'm going to send traffic back to build my list. Going back to that most basic, primal thing that I need to do for my business. Always, always, always. I can't tell you over the last month how many top earners, and when I say top earners, these are people that net worth is north of $100 million, right? And they all say the same thing. If you're not building an email list, you're doing significantly more work than you need to do. I know another guy that's got an email list of 1,000 people, maybe less, and he makes multiple seven figures a year. Right? Now, can you do that in other businesses like affiliate marketing and network marketing? I imagine you can. Most of the people I've known over the years to make that kind of money have huge lists, right? Because there's all kinds of variables involved and everything else. And I love network marketing. I've done it for years, and I'm just not doing it at this point anymore. But so get back to the basics, right? Basics are build your email list, have value, give value out to your target market, create valuable giveaways that will give you their name and email, and then drive drive traffic to those. If you do those few things, those three things, consistently over and over and over again, I guarantee you that your business will change immensely. You don't have to use AI. You don't have to use and again, all these things. I use ChatGPT on a regular basis to do all kinds of small different things and that, but I don't let it do my job for me. Okay, I want to be the one that at the end of the day, not only can I do it, but I can teach other people how to do the basics, not how to use another program that does the basics for them. Because without question, you are your best promoter. And if your value is always about other people, and I know the AI out there, they're getting better and better and better, but no one can do your heart. No one can talk your heart like you can. When I'm talking with somebody and I'm reaching out to someone to help them get ahead in their business, it's my heart that I'm trying to give to them. It's my love for helping people, and I give away way too much sometimes, but don't ask my wife. And the only people that can do that, the only person that can do that is you. The only person that can do that. So remember these three things. Build your email list, give value, and drive traffic to your free lead magnets to build your email list. From there's a lot of other things that you do, because once you get that email list building and everything else, you're going to want to make sure they're in an email campaign so that you're always dripping on them. You're always giving them more and more value, right? You're going to want to do broadcasts every so often, giving them more value, giving them more free things. You're going to want to do content generation, right? Do YouTube videos, maybe do blog posts, maybe do podcasts, whatever you feel, maybe do reels, maybe do short videos, all that stuff. But if you keep the basics, keep the main thing, build your email list. Drive traffic to your free gifts to build your email list. Build your emails and your connection and a relationship with that list. And I promise you, your business will change. Don't get caught up with all the noise. Don't get caught up in everything that's on the outside trying to come in. Stay built on the basics. Stay focused on the basics. One of my closest friends in the world, Robert Hollis, he said this years ago, and I'd never heard it before, but it is so very appropriate. Master the mundane. Now, for me, I don't think this is mundane because I love the technology. I love doing videos and things like that. But master the mundane, the things that people are, people get excited about. Yay, I'm going to do TikTok. I'm going to do Instagram and all that. They don't get excited. Oh, I got to build an email list. I got to write an email. I got to do a video and give value. All right, master the mundane. And I will go one step further in that. Turn the mundane into the many. If you fall in love with that process, divorce yourself from the results. Fall in love with that process. Wake up every morning and say, man, I don't care what results I have today, but I just can't wait to get into the process. Whether that's today I'm doing videos, today I'm creating emails, today I'm creating a new lead magnet, whatever it might be. I'm in love with that process because that is the thing that I can control. The results are not controllable. You have no control over those. A lot of people say, well, yeah, but if you do paid ads, you do. Nah, you really don't. You think you do. You have a little bit maybe more control, but I'm not a real big fan of paid ads. I like organic because I know that I am getting the people that I want, and I have control over everything that goes into that. So, all right. subscribe, like, do all that stuff. Share this with your friends and everything. But most of all, get something out of this. Let me know if this is helpful. Let me know if this is something that can help you change. If you're interested in getting some coaching from me, I've got an incredible deal going on right now. You just go to rondeering.com/coaching. I've got 3 packages, and you can use, I think, Spring 2024 as a coupon and get 20% off. So I would love to be able to help you. We'll sit down, do a couple of Zooms, and hopefully get you past wherever you are and wherever you're struggling right now. So God bless you all. I will see you on the next one.